Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All righty. So here goes. We're going to go also live in a few areas. So please bear with me as I'm just setting this up. All right. So here goes. See here. I can see you. If you can hear me and see me, comment below. For those of you that are participating, um, let's see here. Here we go. All right, welcome, welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. This is Laura Cole Gonzalez. I am streaming live today for you. I am so excited that you're here, and I want to welcome my newbies that don't know who I am. So I'm Laura Cole Gonzalez, and I'm your host of Healthy Business, Healthy You Toolbox, where I share transformational success tools for your life, your health, and your business. This becomes a live with Laura experience because I want you to be interactive with me. I don't want you to just sit back and get your PhD and learn on. I want you to get involved. I want you to get a pen and paper. I want you to get your favorite notebook. Or if you're driving, obviously two hands on the wheel. When you stop the car, obviously go back to the show notes so that you can actually access my Live with Laura Experience podcast. So I wanted to let my peeps know that I'm in launch mode. And what that means for my non-business owners that maybe have never heard of a launch or been part of a launch is where you're trying to get the word out about your business, about something you're doing, so that more people know about it. And when you're in launch mode, you're trying your best to utilize all of the tools, and it's like a one woman or one man band because many times my solopreneurs are doing this solo. They don't have a team, they don't have a large group of employees that work for them to kind of be all hands on deck. So I need your help. I need your help during launch mode because traditional social media can be very challenging to get the word out regarding these topics. So for those of you that know, you know what I'm talking about. So I need your help getting other people to know about Live with Laura Experience podcast, as well as all the other elements that I'm offering. So I'm going to get right to the point here and let you know that not only did I launch the podcast, but I'm also going to be launching a journal that is also a notebook. Then from that, I'm also going to be launching all of the additional products that go with that notebook and journal. It's going to have beautiful artwork that is photos from the international bestseller Stefan Gonzalez, who is also my son. He is amazing at his photography and he is just amazing. And you say, Laura, I had no idea that your son is an international photographer. And people come from all over to have him work with them within his photography. I had no idea, Laura. So I'm here to tell you that I've collaborated with my son to utilize a beautiful um, piece of art that he's put on a canvas for me of a photo that he took that I absolutely fell in love. The first time I saw just his raw footage of this photo session that he had, and I said, "Oh my goodness, I would love to have that in my office." So without no further ado, I want to show you this piece of art that will be going on the notebook and journal. They'll also be going on mugs and tumblers and blankets. And I want to put it on puzzles and all sorts of other things so that folks can appreciate and enjoy this artwork just as much as I do. So I'm like, how can more people benefit from this? And this is where part of my author solutions that I work with my private clients on, I work with them to launch their book, to launch their journals, to launch their what's called widgets, I call them, which is all those things like mugs and pillows and blankets and all the things that you could put on and t-shirts and clothing. all the things of all the things. So this is my jam. This is something that I love to do with my clients, but now it's my turn. So now I'm in launch mode, which is very rare. Usually you see me launching with my clients, but you don't see Laura in launch mode for herself. So for those of you, definitely subscribe. Go to livewithlaura.com/podcast. And that way you stay in the know as I'm launching and as I'm doing this behind the scenes, you'll be the first to know. There'll be a lot of gifts, goodies, Laura goodies, those of you that have been my clients for now over 3 decades. Yes, I'm only 27, but boy, oh boy, do I have many years of wisdom in my brain that people tap into. So I want to let you know that if you are subscribing to my livewithlaura.com/podcast, you'll actually get audio, you'll get video, you'll get written content. So you'll be able to see what everything's going on. And then nothing will be blocked, nothing will be algorithm based. You'll actually get access to it. So you don't have to jump through all the hoops that I've had to go through to try to get you to stay in the know. So do me a favor and help me with that if you want to be part of my launch team, which is where you're going to be in my inner circle, those that are helping me get that boulder up over the hill in launch mode. And then once we get the momentum going, it's smooth sailing. But initially, launch mode requires a launch team. So for those of you that are entrepreneurs that say, oh, I've always wanted to launch a book, or I've always wanted to launch a podcast, or I've always wanted to launch all those widgets she's talking about, or I've just wanted to launch my business. What are you talking about, Laura? So for those of you that are entrepreneurs, you definitely want to be inside my secret podcast, because that's where I'm going to be dishing out additional secret success ingredients for launching. And you'll literally be seeing me launching in real time. And what I want you to do is launch with me. For those of you that say, I'm not a business owner, but I would love to launch my wellness goals, launch with me. I want energetically you to be experiencing this launch energy with me, which is palpable. Trust me, it gets exciting. So whether you have a life goal, a business goal, a health goal, you can launch too, right? So launching in, taking that quantum leap and saying, yes, I want this too, is exactly the energy that I want as part of the experience. I'll also have a private community of like-minded, holistic people that want the same things, that want wellness tools that do no harm. And so for those of you that are like, this is a breath of fresh air, this is exactly what I want, head over to livewithlaura.com/podcast so that you're part of this area that you'll literally get to see everything and not have to find me through all the noise that's on social media. All right, so here is the beautiful photo artwork. So as you can see, the beautiful cherry blossom tree, and then peeking through the trees, as you can see, is a beautiful bridge. And then you see the water, and then the reflection in the water of that bridge. So this is just a sneak peek, folks, of what I'm working on behind the scenes so that we can get this beautiful piece of art, this beautiful photograph onto the journal, notebook, and onto all of those great products that you'll be able to have in your own home. So I'm so excited to be able to announce that I am co-collaborating with my son, Stefan Gonzalez, who is an international photographer and also does drone work, and let you know that this is something that is near and dear to this mama bear's heart. And it's finally happening. It's finally becoming a reality. It's finally being that dream turned into reality. So you all know how I think about things, and how I, as a visionary, I'm always like saying, visualize what you want, visualize it in your mind's eye, make it so, speak as if it is so, right? So for those of you that know, have been part of even some of my author clients, know that I've been able to get each and every one of my author clients to #1 bestseller. So I want this endeavor to also become a #1 seller and really help more people get access to some of this beautiful, what I call it, eye candy. It's just amazing. It's gorgeous. I love having it around me, and I can't wait to even get it on all of these other products. This was actually my Mother's Day wish that I wanted, so that it became part of things that I would have around me: a blanket, a mug, a tumbler, all those yummy things that I'm like, I want it on everything. And then the other thing was, I want it on that journal notebook, because when I do retreats and when I do virtual retreats for my health clients and my business clients, my entrepreneurs that need that break, my holistic entrepreneurs and my holistic practitioners that have been in the trenches, especially over the last 5 years, it's been no joke. I don't know about you, but I can raise my hand and say, I wasn't sitting around the house going, I'm bored. I had so much to do. And a lot of it was pro bono work, because a lot of folks literally were in a situation where their livelihood as an entrepreneur was at stake, and their life was at stake when it came to what was going on. I'll save that for my secret podcast, because that's where I can literally just say whatever I want and not have to talk in code. But I'm also live streaming also to other platforms. That is where my challenge lies. So I'm here to tell you, it's not easy. It's challenging to launch, especially on some of these big tech platforms, due to the way that everything is done behind the scenes. And because I've been one of the first women in tech back in the day, in the early days when the internet just started, I know what happens behind the scenes. I know how all of this works. I know how algorithms work. I know how AI works. Many folks don't realize AI has been around for 15 years. The public is just now seeing it, but this is something that I know about. It's part of my Woman in Tech. So I know how challenging it can be for that entrepreneur to be visible, to get seen. They may be writing all the right things, but people aren't seeing their posts. People aren't seeing their videos. People aren't seeing their stories, right? It goes on and on and on. And when you're a one woman or one man band, it's challenging to have all those balls in the air, day-to-day life, running a business, but then also launching. So please, please, please subscribe to livewithlaura.com/podcast and help this, this person out. Help me out, peeps, right? Some of you are my sisters from another mother. Some people are a brother from another mother. I call you my loved ones, and I shorten it to my peeps, because you are my selected family, right? Like, I've picked you. So to me, when you get to pick your peeps, you're special. So if you ever hear me say, hi, peeps, I'm talking to you. You are my collective audience that has been with me for decades in the trenches, been with me in life, in my health journey, and then also in my business journey. And we've also been doing things together, whether it's in a joint effort in a business project or a health project. You're my people. So I just wanted to come on here and say hello today and let you know just some of the behind the scenes things that I could really use help with. #1, just hit share on my posts and share it with your friends. Write a little something about me when you are sharing it to your wall, so that people know why is she sharing, or why is he sharing this. This is to get the word out about this launch and letting more people be aware of what's coming down the pike, as well as being there, as we are in launch mode, because it really is fun when you see how all this works, and then launching and working on getting your product out into the world, working on #1 bestsellers. These are the kind of things that can be fun, and I love doing it with my clients. So I know what's involved, but it also requires a lot of, you know, balls in the air. So please, please, please help with that. The other thing you could do is share it in Messenger. You could share it in a text. You could share it in an email. This is another way so that the person's directly getting access to it instead of you trying to have them find it. Because a lot of times trying to find it on someone's wall or find it, like in example in Instagram, sometimes it gets tricky because they're like, well, I can't click on the link to subscribe. They have to go to the bio area and look. So sometimes it gets tech challenging. So I find if you can put it in a direct message, giving them that direct link, which is livewithlaura.com/podcast, that helps them immediately subscribe, stay in the know. And then anytime that I'm putting content on my podcast, whether it's a podcast that's audio only, or it's a podcast that has that VCast level, which is video, or the written part, because the goal is to have the transcriptions, have short summaries for those folks that want things quick. The links will all be there. So as we launch this journal notebook, you'll have the direct link to be able to buy it. Okay, so this is just behind the scenes, just so you understand what's involved. For those of you that want additional, say you say, oh my goodness, Laura, I want you to be my mentor. I'm dealing with some health challenges. I want you to be my mentor so that you can teach me how to be a health detective. Or I want you to be my mentor for my business or my author projects, right? This is where you can also see all of the different areas that I have to offer. And I will be opening to the public my Success School programs. We're going to have different areas for that. We also will have the upgrade of the podcast, which is a secret podcast element. Secret as in lots of success secrets I'll be sharing, lots of behind the scenes things. And that actually is a very low investment. And those that join this month are going to be getting that launch amount, which is a very low ticket amount of $8. So I made it 8 because if we turn 8 on its side, that's the infinity symbol. And so I want the energy to be to infinity and beyond. I want you to have abundance with grace and ease. I want there to be that energy exchange of that Live with Laura experience so that you're not just in observer mode, or like I say, PhD and learn mode. I want you to be interactive. So in that private community, there's also going to be community there. So you'll be able to interact with each other. We're going to have some interactive events, and there's going to be so much that we're going to be doing, and I'll be rolling that out as part of this launch experience. So it goes beyond the podcast launch. It's literally launch Live with Laura. And I'll be launching all these different elements, and you're going to get to experience it. And if you say, you know what, I want to launch too, you get to do it side by side, which makes it so much more powerful and so much more beneficial because you're doing it in real time. You're taking action. Many of you have bought my #1 best-selling planner, which is called Action Attraction Planner. And I created that planner to go side by side with my #1 best-selling book, Healthy Business, Healthy You Toolbox, which is, instead of just reading the book, I wanted folks to take action. And so by taking that action, you'll have this momentum going. My planner is very unique. It's very much needed into the space, which is why I created it for myself and for my clients. But it went on to become a #1 bestseller. And my practitioners use it with their clients and patients and practice members. My business coaches and my health coaches that I mentor, they're like, I want to use it for my clients, right? So it's become a tool that many have embraced, and my clients use it, and I get to work with them and say, like, let's look on what's going on, whether it's in their health or their business, because as an entrepreneur, you need to stay healthy in order to run your business. You're the #1 asset of your business. If you're not well, you can't run your business. So the planner works with our health goals, but then also if you're a business owner, you could see this as, wait, I'm protecting my human capital, which I wish they would teach more at a school level, which is why another reason I created my success school, because I wanted to have everyone thinking outside the box and not having to go through the school of hard knocks and literally get that experiential learning on. So with no further ado, like I said, this literally, I'll show you one more time, is what we're also going to be launching, which is the artwork by international photographer Stefan Gonzalez. And it is beautiful. You've got the beautiful cherry blossoms. You've got the beautiful bridge, got the water element, and then you've got the reflection in the water of the bridge. And it's such a beautiful photo that sits in my office, but now it will be on the journal notebook. It'll be on all of those beautiful additional products like mugs and blankets and tumblers and you name it. So I'm so excited to show you behind the scenes a little bit today. And I thank you for listening. Please feel free to share this with others. In the show notes and in the description area, I'll put the links so it'll make it easier for you. So if you're on social media, you'll look in the post. If you're on, say, for example, like a YouTube, I'll put it in the description area so it's easier for you to be able to click on the link. If you're on my actual podcast platform, which is Epic, so folks, trust me, my podcast platform, you're not going to miss anything. You're not going to have to deal with finding it. You'll have access to it. I'll put all of those links there as well as for you to be, if you want to be part of my launch team, I'll also have another link to go into my Live with Laura community, which is where I've done many of my launches in the past when I launched my book years ago. Yes, we'll be going on celebrating a big anniversary in 2025 for my #1 best-selling book, as well as my planner. So lots of good things coming down the pike in the new year as well. I'm also going to host a vision board experience, which those of you that worked with me know I do vision boards also very differently. So you don't want to miss out on that. And that will also be part of my Live with Laura community as my gift back to the community for being part of this journey with me for 3 decades, for being part of this journey with me as we do life, health, and business together. So you definitely want to be in my Live with Laura community so that you get access to that particular goodie. And that goodie is normally something that I give exclusively to my paid clients. And I'm opening that up to anyone that's willing to give me an energy exchange, because I want you to participate and be part of that vision board experience, because I want you to look at this time of year and say, how can I take my wishes and my dreams and turn them into reality? And I'm here to tell you that being part of that experience, you will see a success path. We'll be creating a success path for you, a co-creation of that success path during that vision board experience. So that's one of a few goodies that I call them Laura Gifts and Goodies that will be unpacked and launched inside my Live with Laura community. So you don't want to miss out. This is when I say once in a lifetime opportunity, it is, because like I said, I've been in the trenches in business for over 3 decades, and it's rare that I personally am launching something, launching a new area and launching a new segment, launching the podcast. Like all these elements are new. So you're seeing it from the starting point all the way through. And what's nice about that also is you get to give me feedback. So part of that energy exchange, like I said, that infinity, the give and receive, is I need feedback. What do you wish for? What are you looking for? What do you wish was out there that you want answers to or want support in? This is a beautiful time. Like I say, such a time as this, where we can co-create such beautiful spaces together and literally make a big difference. And so if there's something that you're wishing for, desiring, your big dream, I want you to see that coming true. Okay. And I want you to take that energy and join along with us all as we co-create the beautiful space together. So that's the energy exchange I need. I need the feedback so that I know, is this what you need? Because I don't want to be a mind reader. I don't want to waste time like trying to guess or trying to go, is this what they need? I need your help. So I'll also be doing Ask Laura segments where Ask Laura anything. No subject is off limits. And so if there's something that you want to ask me, we'll be doing those Ask Laura segments, which I'll be sharing in my private community. Okay. So again, go to livewithlaura.com/podcast. And I'm live with Laura on all social platforms. So it'll be easy to find me on those platforms. Please give me a like, a love. Algorithms love loves. So if you are on Facebook, give the post a love, share it, comment on it. And when you comment, another tip I can give everybody from a marketing perspective and using the social platforms is they love it when you use the tools. So emojis, 5 words or more makes the comment even more powerful in the algorithms. Adding that little emoji, loving it, right? It's these elements that stack it to make it as if that post is like more valuable in the eyes of the algorithms. So that's how you can participate and help me have more people know about it. I had a friend the other day said, Laura, unless I go to your wall, I don't see your posts. And that's one of my biggest challenges. And the term is shadow banned, or they're lowering the reach. So unless they go to my wall, they don't see it. So this is where I need your help. And it wasn't until someone else shared it on their wall that was friends with the same person, did they see it. So it's an example of a challenge that is not a new challenge for me and for my clients, but it is something that you need to know, because if you're not aware of it, that's why you may say, well, Laura, if it's true, why am I not seeing it? And then this is where the AI components and the algorithms of the search engines have manipulated it, so a lot of people are not seeing content that they really want to see. So I'm here to tell you there's secret sauce, there's success secrets that I can teach you behind the scenes on how to circumvent that. But I'm just telling you something that I am dealing with a challenge. And I always say challenges can be overcome. So hence me taking the time to get on live today so that you can hear about this launch, but then also know where there's gaps, and where there's gaps on the success path with my clients. I always say it's a gap. It's like you're trying to move forward, but there's a gap in there's no stepping stone because of the gap. Well, I'm here to say, I see the gap. I know the solution. I just need you and everyone participating to help me with this. And in my #1 best-selling book, Healthy Business, Healthy You Toolbox, I talk about this in a chapter talking about the influence plan. I talk about it in my programs. I talk about it in my launch trainings for my clients and my success school students, that the influencers can help get you over the hurdles to get more people to know about you. So that way it's not just you saying, buy my book, subscribe to my podcast, subscribe and share, right? It's that self-promotion that gets exhausting after a while, where if someone else is influencing others by endorsing you and sharing, those influencers can actually help make that happen faster, so that you're not doing this alone. Like I said, I call it like the one woman, one man band, where you're juggling all the balls, you're playing all the instruments yourself. But if only you had other team members, other bandmates joining in the band so that you could play beautiful music together. So I'm here to tell you, help wanted. I need band members to make beautiful music together. So if you want to be one of my band members and be part of my launch team, please reach out to me. You can send me a direct message on social media. You can also go to my livewithlaura.com website and go to contact, and you can contact me there. I'm also going to give you my private text line. So I'll put that also in the description in the show notes. But that way, if you want to just text me the word launch, that way I know you want to be part of my launch team. That would be wonderful. And so these are the kind of things that's jogging my memory because I do this with all my clients, but now it's time for me to take out my own tools out of my own toolbox that I share with all my clients and use them for my own launch. So get out your phone or get out a piece of paper, or you can also go to my livewithlaura.com/connects, connect, I think it is, and or contact. You'll see it's right at the top. And I also have a very easy button that if you're on your cell phone, you can push the button and it'll take you to my cell phone and it'll automatically put the word launch in for you. So that's another slick tool that I absolutely love for launches. But for those of you listening, it's 732-408-3117. Again, it's 732-408-3117. And then just type the word launch for the first text to me, and that will automatically get you into my group of people that I know want to be part of my launch team. And then after you write launch and hit send, then you can write whatever you want to me, like a regular text, but just so that at least I know that you want to be part of my launch team, just type the word launch, okay? I'll include that also in the show notes and also in the description. So no worries if you're listening to this and you're driving, I'll have access to that. So thank you again. Have an amazing day, everybody. I'm wishing you wellness with grace and ease today and abundance with grace and ease. So have an amazing day. Thank you.